I grew up on rice and beans probably like 8 days a week, 9 days a week, 10 days a week, you get it? What's up, y'all? It's Vinny from the block. We're chilling over here at the Lab Studios, NYC, in the heart of Brooklyn, Bushwick. I'm a music producer, engineer. I've worked with various artists. I have various credits ranging from Madison Reyes, French Montana. Shout out to my people in Korea, Red Velvet. We dropped a record out there and it went #1 on Billboard. I'm also into scoring. I've done a few things on TV, some sync licenses, the TV show Stars, NFL, Adidas. How I got introduced to music was natural. It was in the house. I grew up with it. I found out later on that my grandfather was in a band. Like, as a teenager, I started to look for his music on vinyl because I found it. I was like, what's this? And I was like, yeah, by the way, he was in a band. I'm like, oh. Same thing with my mom. And then, you know, I started digging, finding out more information, and like my aunt and all kinds of people was all musicians. My brother, shout out to Jay Prince, he put me on, I was a sibling looking up to him in the studio, trying to figure out what that gear was and what he was doing, because we're talking like, you know, the 80s and 90s. I started to get more recognition when a lot of records was just dropping on the radio.
Chicken spots and liquor stores, we don't got a wing stop. Mr. Unbelievable, stop by.
This record right here, though.
And we were able to start climbing up the ladder in some, you know, different labels by just meeting different people. Oh, you did this record? Oh, I heard that. Oh, you did that record? Oh, word? And it was just like conversation after conversation. When we were quiet in the house, we heard the reggae music outside at 3 a.m. When we were quiet in the house, we also heard the Spanish and Latino music just blast in somebody's apartment, because we lived in like these 3-floor buildings. So you can look into it over there, you can see over there, you can hear over there, you can shout and complain to each other. We used to hang clothes across the clothesline. That's how we used to dry clothes. So that's the kind of like neighborhood I grew up in. So right there, you hear all that music, and then in the house, my mom would be playing Michael Jackson. She'll be playing Stevie Wonder. When you get full of smiling faces. Or The Temptations. I got a crazy mix of music just growing up. In the crib, my mom played Mark Anthony. She played a couple of the most commercialized ones, but she had this crazy collection of artists that I never heard of on vinyl. I still have the vinyl to this day. I've studied and listened to all kinds of music just by the time I was even in high school. All of my high school years, it was like the Wu-Tang, Fat Joe, Big Pun, Nas. I was into the stuff in the early 90s too. Das Effect, Jay the Damager. There's so many. As the game grew, I started to understand more, and I studied more, and I kept listening to what was happening. One of the things I first started noticing about music and the Latin culture, it sounds like a machine. Like they're so on point. And the rhythm is like bap, bap. Every instrument is bap, bap. No one skips a beat. And all these other genres, we over here programming equipment to be on time. And once I started to understand the work, the ethic for just even the regular Latin band, I'm like, nah. Much respect and props to them. So that was definitely something that was like an eyebrow raiser for me. My name is Vinny, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I was raised by Latinos. I love the game, my time to love.